Before we get going on today's mailbag, do me a favor and make sure you guys are subscribed. We are approaching 90K subscribers, a fun threshold to reach. Let's do it for DeMarcus Lawrence. Let's get to 90K subscribers as we inch forward to that 6-digit mark of 100. Hit that big red button and subscribe. Super chat time from my burner account. You like the decision to restructure Smith's deal? I'm fine with it. You save some money in the short term. In general, I'm fine with restructures because salary cap space rolls over. So would you rather have, let's just round up and say $7 million in cap space this year or $7 million next year? If you don't spend it, it rolls over. So yeah, I'm fine with that in the end. From Christian Crabtree, with Dak being signed, what key piece can we get on defense in the first round that would make us a threat? I think you have to look at free agency too. The offense is going to be good next year. On defense, I need a good defensive tackle. I would love to get a Dalvin Tomlinson. I might want a linebacker. I need a legit free safety, and I think I need another corner. So fill some through the draft and fill some through free agency. From Gabriel Gonzales, Richie Grant in the second round. If he is there, this is the safety from Central Florida. If he is on the board for the Dallas Cowboys, I'm all for it. I think he's a good football player. He fits that free safety mold. I would have no issues with that whatsoever. From Zachary Marquez, is it possible for us to add Dalvin Tomlinson, Keanu, Neal, and Reuben Foster in free agency? I don't know what Neal's market is going to be, but yes, it is possible. The Cowboys can make the cap space if they want fairly easily. I will make note, kind of don't think teams want to touch Reuben Foster that much right now. He's a bit of an off-field issue. I would love to go throw money, though, at Dalvin Tomlinson if I were the Dallas Cowboys. From DeLunatic, ex-Raiders defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins to Dallas thoughts. You know, Fatty's only is dead. May it rest in peace forever. But he fits the mold if you want a run-stopping big boy on the interior. I'm on board with that if the Cowboys want to pursue it. Now, several of these Super Chats focused in on potential free agency targets. So keep those comments coming at the pinned comment for me on today's video. If you get the ad break here on YouTube, scroll on down and let me know a free agent that you guys want to target. From Brandon Brown, mostly Dallas get, I assuming Justin Simmons, Quinton Dunbar, and Richard Sherman. Bring back Aldon Smith, sign Suh or Adam Butler. Suh's fine as a one-year kind of rental at defensive tackle to be to help stop the run-in, bring some pass rush help there. Justin Simmons was franchise tag, so take him off your list. I'd say pick one of Quinton Dunbar and Sherman because I got Diggs as one starter. I don't need two outside starters. Maybe look for a nickel guy instead. From Lamont, I want Dallas to sign Dalvin Tomlinson, trade down and take Christian Barmore, re-sign Cheeto, draft Asante Samuel, and then sign Patrick Peterson to play free safety. I don't know if I'd want to take Barmore and sign Dalvin Tomlinson, but I wouldn't be opposed to it via a trade down. The rest of those moves, though, I think could work for the Cowboys, and frankly, you could even move Cheeto to free safety and play Patrick Peterson in a corner if, of course, it's what you wanted to do. From Joseph, if Pitts is at 10, take Pitts and trade him and Gallup to New England for J.C. Jackson, the 15th overall pick. So you're not going to take Pitts and then trade him, but I'll do it this way. Number 10 and Gallup for J.C. Jackson and number 15. I think I'd be on board with that move. I like J.C. Jackson. He's been a really good player for the New England Patriots. So if I could swap first and get him and give up Gallup, I think that's about right. From Brandon Brown, love your videos, Tom. I try to stay up and watch. Shout out from Germany. I hate the Army. Well, Brandon, thank you for your service. I appreciate that. You're right. I can't say that. That's bad of me. I can't say that last line there, so my apologies. But Brandon, thank you for your service. I appreciate you watching us here on the Dallas Cowboys Report. I appreciate everyone who watches, and what I did is a nice little surprise for these 5 people. I went back and looked at our 5 most recent videos, and these 5 people, Ivan, Chris, Tyler, Angel, and My Life, all were the first ones to comment on those respective videos. So everyone who's got those notifications turned on and are able to comment first, is actually all these guys ended up doing. I appreciate that a lot. A big thank you as well to Aiden, who threw in a $5 super chat. Thank you, Aiden. That's very, very kind of you. And then from DeLunatic, free agent cornerback fit for Dallas, not named Richard Sherman or Patrick Peterson. Do you want to go with someone who was cut already? How about an A.J. Boye? I think that if in terms of guy who was already released, would not impact your comp pick formula, would be cheap, buy low candidate. That fits the Cowboys mold, even if we don't love it all that much. From Bass Attacked, break down on what you think our record will be. Depends on how many games there are. Let's assume a 17-game season. 11? I still need to see what this team does on defense. If the defense doesn't get more pieces, then it's going to be like 9. All right, but the NFC East is bad. They should win the division fairly easily. From my burner account, bring back Jeff Heath, the GOAT. If you want him as your number 3 safety, he's better than Darian Thompson, so sure. From Randy, how about cutting Jaylon after next season, pay Gallup, and find another linebacker in next year's draft? I'm on board with that plan, and I'll feel better about that plan, by the way, if they can take care of cornerback, safety, maybe even defensive line in this year's upcoming NFL draft. Speaking of Gallup, hypothetically speaking, if you had to pick only one of these guys, which you don't necessarily have to, but the Cowboys might choose to go that route, pick one to keep. Type AC for Amari Cooper, or type in MG for Michael Gallup. From Joseph, cut Chris Jones, have Destroying and Hunter Nicewander compete for a job. I am not opposed to forcing a competition at punter. And Hunter Nicewander makes so little money, sign somebody off the street and let them compete. It's every month, though, that we get a Destroying question. And I get it, we're on YouTube. He's the YouTube punter. He's not good. I'm sorry. All right? From Yo Squiggly Man, because we already have a bad punter. Thank you, producer Brett. Chris Jones has Jerry blackmailed with naughty picks. I am currently workshopping a theory that Chris Jones is an illegitimate son of one of the Joneses, and that's how he's sticking around for so long. And last name Jones, it makes some nonsensical sense, just throwing it out there. Now, if you guys want to cut Chris Jones like I do me a favor and like today's video. As that title up there says, yes, we are still talking about it. I don't want to, though. I want to move on. I want to crack open the champagne and just move on with my life because there's no reason to keep the punter. If you agree with me, do me a favor and like today's video. Emil Pedersen, who is the backup next season, Earl Thomas. I think you mean quarterback, so I'll drink. Bottoms up. Maybe Garrett Gilbert? Could make some sense. Aaron B. Will the Cowboys finally teach Dak how to slide? I mean, if this is in reference to the injury he suffered, I do think the Cowboys want Dak to take fewer hits. However, you can go back and watch those playoff games, and there are several times you're like, it's a good thing Dak Prescott did not slide. I'm thinking of the Seahawks game, for example, on the old quarterback draw play that works every time the Dallas Cowboys call it. But yeah, he probably want to take less hits going forward. Not that he takes many hits anyway. From Duke Brothers, how about Earl Thomas? Cheers. Trying to get me drunk? I appreciate it. The answer is no. I don't want him anymore because he's a headache off the field. From Randy, how much would Bud Dupree cost us? Good question. Dupree, the Steelers' edge rusher, coming off an ACL injury. He might take a 1-year kind of lower type contract, but he was really good the previous 2 years. Was finally kind of having his breakout after being a first-round pick from Kentucky. Can you get him for 7? Does he want to take a different type of structured deal to help make life easier on his team in terms of the year 1 cap hit? Maybe. I'm not sure, though. I wonder if Bud Dupree wants to go somewhere where he might not have to rotate with, say, a Randy Gregory as edge 2 for this Cowboys team. NFL free agency finally gets going next week. The legal tampering period gets going on Monday. If you want to stay in the know with the news and the rumors about what the Cowboys could choose to do, hit that big red button and subscribe today. From Brandon Brown, cut Chris Jones, we win the Super Bowl. You know what? The Cowboys have never won a Super Bowl with Chris Jones on the team. I'm not saying that that's the cause, but you can't rule it out, can you? From Bass Attack TV, trade Gallup for a third rounder and sign Chris Godwin. Well, Godwin was franchise tagged, so I'm not doing that because I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks to get Chris Godwin. And even if he was a true free agent, I wouldn't want to get in a bidding war for my number 2/number 3 receiver. That's not a route I really want to go this offseason. I do want to shout out Alan Williams for a $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. And then Phatsushiman to wrap up I think it was entirely super chats, pretty much. Yeah, an all super chat mailbag. What would the Chris Jones release video look like? I don't know. Headset comes off. I just pound beer or something like that. It's a 10-second video. I don't know what it is. Like, are we allowed to smoke in here? Are cigars okay in the office or no? Okay, so probably not that. It would be a fun, easy show because it's just long overdue. That's all I care about from the Cowboys' perspective.